Hey Sally, I finally got around to gathering all of this stuff so I could walk through it for you. You have to be the most charming human being that I've encountered via email, I swear. Your energy is contagious, even through a computer. So thank you for that. You're a joy and a treasure. Since I'm going to post this to YouTube because I feel like this information might help other people, really quickly, Sally is a customer of high maintenance that is exploring different cannabis, hemp, CBD, CBG options to help just with overall well-being, but also with some lymphatic issues and leg swelling. So the reason that I sent some extra stuff is because I'm a hot mess of a human being. So I have MS, which I got after I did 3 years of treatment for cancer. So my nerves are completely fried, and then very often from like the knee down, my legs just swell. So compression socks are my best friend. But I also am very familiar with how difficult it is to combat a localized issue like leg swelling when it's often a system-wide cause. Excuse me. So I'm gonna run through these products for you really quickly. Hopefully this doesn't take me forever, but it probably will because I talk a lot. So I can't type it all. Okay. So the reason that I sent the ginger shots and then also the apple cider vinegar with your initial order is because when people have sort of swelling, it usually indicates either a problem with like diabetes, or it can be kidney and liver related. So the reason that I sent those is because I don't know exactly the cause of your situation. I can only go on intuition from what we chatted about. So there is an issue with oral CBD or CBD and causing liver toxicity. So I would never want to encourage anybody to take any sort of course of care that might exacerbate issues at all. So apple cider vinegar, this is Master Tonic, Vermont fire cider vinegar. My mom actually makes her own fire cider tonic, which I keep trying to convince her to bottle and sell because it's magic. And so this is the closest thing I've found to my mom's apple cider vinegar, that I can legally sell on the internet. So apple cider vinegar is really good for gut health, especially if it's has the mother. It's increases probiotic balance. But one thing that it also does for the lymphatic system is apple cider vinegar clears up mucus. So if your lymph nodes, like if your body, you have environmental allergies or food allergies or stress, any number of things that can cause just sort of mucus inflammation build up in the body. It can also sort of like build up in your lymph nodes, which can stop them from working very well. So apple cider vinegar is really good because if you're going to try to focus on treating the swollen legs, the first step in my mind would be to calm the entire body and the stress on the body. So this has, my mom's has habanero, but this one is, it does too. Onion, habanero, ginger, garlic, horseradish, turmeric, honey, lemon. All of those things are incredibly good for the lymphatic system. So in Ayurvedic medicine, turmeric is huge for inflammation. Ginger is really, really good for lymphatic health. But one of the things in Ayurveda that's always highly recommended is spice. So I believe that I sent you an ashwagandha supplement that had black pepper in it because it helps stimulate the entire central nervous system. So when you take a shot of this in the morning, it's sort of like kicking your system into like, all right, we're ready. Here we go. We're alive now, And then also I sent this Hana tonic. which these are my favorite thing in the world. Everything makes me nauseous, pretty much everything. Just breathing, being around other humans, LED lights, oof. But mostly just life. So I think I have these on the site, but I wholesale them literally just for me because, well, all of these tinctures and potions can get pretty expensive. So I buy a lot of them, but I also give a lot of them away because it can be surprising how effective just the simplest shit is. Like a shot of, you know, lemon juice and ginger and natural cane sugar, and next thing you know, like you have more energy and, you know, you feel more alive. Like, so yes, ginger. But ginger is also in a bunch of other stuff because when you sort of piecemeal things, it can get to be a lot, and it's like, all right, at what point is it cheaper to just take a pill for something? But I find that, especially for women, a lot of our autoimmune illnesses are sort of like just chalked up to being a woman. Like when my legs were getting really, really bad, I was actually pregnant with my daughter. And when you're pregnant, your diagnosis is you're pregnant. Nobody cares what's wrong with you. Turns out I had spine tumor. So women are often ignored. So we have to get creative and learn things. It's funny that you asked me if I was the good witch of the north. And I'm like, that would not be the first time somebody mentioned it. Because really, you know, what is a witch other than somebody that knows how to use like roots and herbs? So lymphatic system issues can sort of cause domino effect issues. So if you have a lot of fluid that's not draining, building up in your body, it can cause like fatigue, brain fog. It can trigger fibromyalgia to where, you know, your skin is hypersensitive all the time. Joint pain, it can trigger arthritis. So it can like domino effect through a bunch of other things. So that is why I feel like I'm gonna repeat myself. I should like make notes for things. Anyway, that's why I first suggested the ashwagandha. So I feel like I'm out of the one that I sent you, but it was probably the Happy Healthy Hippie Joy Filled. So this one has gotu kola, rhodiola, St. John's, ashwagandha, lemon balm, ginkgo, and eleuthero. I'm not gonna say that right. It's like some Lord of the Rings root. That's the only one I don't know about. But ashwagandha is anybody who's experiencing some sort of autoimmune anything. I recommend that as a daily supplement because it helps with just your body being stressed out. Plant medicine, mushrooms especially, are incredibly helpful for people that have autoimmune illnesses. And while yours might not be an autoimmune illness, you know, the function of diabetes is an autoimmune illness. Or, you know, the function of, you know, your lymphatic system not doing its job is a system-wide illness. So it's autoimmune. They're so redundant, a lot of them, that it's kind of just like this like modular grouping of like different, oh, we can't explain this, so these 16 things are MS and these 25 are lupus, you know? So it helps to sort of break down individual sort of symptoms, I guess. So likely if you're having your legs swell, you're probably exhausted all the time. Probably have a bit of brain fog. You probably have some fibromyalgia. You probably have some arthritis symptoms. So that's a lot going on. So the collection of things that I grabbed would be what I would recommend, you know, if one of my best friends is like, hey, this is what's going on. So ashwagandha comes in a supplement like this. I want to say that I have a bunch of them on the site. There's this immunity powder, which is not on the site. I really need to update the site. A lot of this stuff, adaptogens are what you need for your issue. Neurotropics help with like anxiety, depression, performance, cognitive ability. Adaptogens help your body adapt to whatever in the environment is stressing it out. So the Gut Lab makes these ultra pure organic supplement vitamin nutrient powder mixes. So I picked these up because I always find myself recommending like the same core group of things that I found really, really help people. So this one is immunity. This one has ashwagandha, shiitake, turkey tail, and astragalus. Astragalus is incredibly good for lymphatic drainage as well. So a lot of supplements that are in the root family are incredibly good for lymphatic. So like burdock root, which I'm in Detroit, so like I can't walk outside without seeing burdock root. It's everywhere. I call them dinosaur weeds because they get humongous. So burdock root, golden seal, parsley, cilantro. There's a bunch of them, but I feel like the most effective ones are really gonna be ginger and then like the mushroom family that I recommended. And then we also have it in a powder. In powder form, it doesn't taste great, but I think that these are geared toward people that are, juicing or make smoothies. My diet consists of coffee and vitamins, so I'm not exactly the target market for that, but what I do is I take these immunity powders and I get just the largest size empty gel cap that you can get at a health food store, order online, whatever. And then you literally just fill your own supplements because it's going to be way freaking cheaper than like, this would probably make 3 months of supplements and it would be more effective that way instead of buying 3 bottles of it. So it's a third of the price. The other thing that you were asking about was CBG. So in terms of CBG, HH Hemco, which you ordered, has a bunch of CBG blends. The Helping Friendly also has the white CBG and stem cell CBG. This is also another really great hemp brand if you want to smoke CBG. The thing about CBG, when you want it to help with, so CBG is really effective for like navel down, so gastrointestinal issues, organ function, colon, et cetera, et cetera. So Bloom Farms actually has this really great tincture called Comfort. So most CBD oils suspended in MCT, which if you're having like kidney and liver issues already, you might want to avoid things like MCT that for some people that have highly sensitive systems can trigger more inflammation. And you also, since CBD already does put a little bit of stress on the liver, you want to blend it with something that it's a little calmer on the system. So this is a 1-to-1 CBD-CBG ratio. I can't remember if I recommended this to you. If not, I am now. So this is suspended in olive oil. So it's going to be a lot better on the system. And it's going to, so when you smoke CBG, you're going to get the immediate relief and it's going to enter the bloodstream that way. But I find that when you're dealing with stuff that bothers you around the clock, that edibles and tinctures are actually more effective for long-term relief and ultimately end up being more cost-effective because you don't have to take them as much. Even though the ritual of smoking is really nice, so I wouldn't want to take that away from you. But if you're looking for something to like sort of kick up the amount of CBD that you're getting, something like this is going to be the direction that you would want to head. One thing about tinctures is often it's where people start and then give up, because I don't know why nobody puts this on their packaging or just tells people. Tinctures are sublingual, which means that you have to hold it under your tongue for about a minute. Most people just, you see recipes, oh, put CBD in this. It's like you're gonna lose all the efficacy of, it's not gonna be effective. It's a sublingual, I wish that I could just product fairy all over the world and just let people know like it might actually help you, but you just have to take it properly. So the means and method of the way that you're getting these things into your body, depending on what part of your body is being affected, it matters. So I don't think I have any CBG gummies, but I have the CBG tincture, and then there's CBG flower. And then we actually just picked up this brand from HH Hemco. This is Cheap Sticks. These are CBG and CBD hemp. So it's this rolled into a cigarette style. I don't smoke the cigarette style one, so I can't really speak. It tastes good. Some of them are like, I feel like just dusty tasting. So in terms of taste and flavor, this is a great one. Rollies, which I sent you some samples of and you liked. I'm really sad that Light isn't going to be around anymore because that was my absolute favorite cigarette style pre-roll. Breaks my heart if anybody is watching this is in product development. Please make a lavender CBD roll for my people. Okay, so I think I was kind of on a tangent of, so you have system-wide stuff that's going to help. So that's what the ginger and apple cider vinegar are for. That's going to kind of just tell your lymphatic system to just like wake up. And then from there you have to deal with the joint pain, fibro pain, and then obviously the getting your body to start draining fluid. One thing that I highly recommend is dry brushing. Is just wherever you find one online, order a dry brush. Right before you get into the shower, dry brush in upward motions on your legs. So I went to see a bunch of different health practitioners. Like at one point I literally climbed a mountain in India to get help because I was like, MS is gonna kill me. So I did all of that just to come back and give people pretty decent advice. Dry brushing helps so much. So it's a boar bristle dry brush, should be about this big, handheld. Sweeping motions. So if you just Google like how to dry brush for lymphatic health, like you're probably going to find somebody explain it way better than I am. And then when you get in the shower, at first do cold water for as long as you can stand it. That's going to just kick your lymphatic system right in the ass, and then you'll experience a lot more draining and probably a lot less swelling in your legs. So then when we get to topicals, which you'd asked about, we don't carry a ton of topicals because I feel like once you get a topical right, at a certain point, the only difference is branding, right? So Healthy Roots Hemp Root Butter is my absolute favorite topical. So I have spine tumors, so I have like localized bone, muscle, nerve pain, just a lot of pain, and I can't take pain medicine. It's just not for me. I need my brain to work, otherwise I can't, make art or function or breathe. So, oh no, I lost the other one. So I think that you ordered this. This is a Healthy Roots Hemp Delta 8. So this is gonna be a little bit stronger of a topical. So this one is like an oil-based, like a regular, I'm just gonna open this one, whatever. It's not like I don't need another one. So this one is going to have like the pull of like a massage oil. So it like melts down into oil, which is, I totally fell recently, so I'm all beat up. So I should probably do this anyway. So this works incredibly well for, I think, severe pain. My only sort of complaint about this is it doesn't last as long as I would like it to. I'd like it to stick around the skin a little bit longer. I think it's perfectly fine for just like some fibro pain that isn't super severe, but for people with severe pain, if you have like really bad knee pain, or if you have a really bad swelling day and your ankles are killing you, something that sticks a little bit better is I use all three of these pretty much religiously. I have empty tins of balms all over my house. This is the Bloom Farms Sport Stick. So this is basically the same strength and the same purpose as any one of these. It's just a matter of, I guess, personal preference on what works the best. But this is a sport stick because it stays a little bit better. So I actually sent my dad this one for Father's Day because he just joined a boot camp, and so he's running on the beach with his boot camp class, and so I was like, well, this will help your knees and stuff. So I love it. It also smells freaking amazing. Seriously, I don't even know what's in this. What smells so good? Sorry, I'm like, oh, frankincense, that's what it is. Lavender oil, geranium, frankincense. Anyway, so you can see this. So this one is like a little bit thicker. So it's about the consistency of like maybe a deodorant stick, but it's super duper dry, which is what I really like, because I don't like, I don't know, greasy hands. If my hands are killing me, like I not a fan of greasy stuff. And this lasts for freaking ever. So like this one just like goes on like that. It smells freaking amazing and it lasts forever. So this like stick probably lasts like a year. There's also the Healthy Roots Hemp Roller Balm, which is super helpful for like lymphatic massage. So when I have migraines, I do like on certain like nerve points on my face and on my temples. Love this. Also smells good. Liz from Healthy Roots Hemp is like a master product developer. The woman knows what she's doing. And she came up with root butter, which is a whipped topical. And this one has a bunch of different oils in it. It's shea butter, almond oil, it's got lavender, rosemary, and it's just like this really light, amazing, fluffy texture. So the only downside with this one is it's super, super, super rich. So if you're in a hurry and you might have to like hold something, definitely don't put it on your hands before you have to go somewhere. My phone like has a habit of ringing exactly when I'm like putting root butter on my hands, and then I have to like hold my hand and like because it's thick. But it's awesome because I feel like this is the most effective for pain. I just wish that it lasted a little bit longer. So I know not everybody can afford to have 7,000 different things sitting next to their bed so they can like be a witch doctor and figure out what works. But luckily we do have these like sample sizes. So like one of these like little $10 ones, if you're not like me and just like bathing in oil like an Egyptian god, like I'm pretty sure this would last a long time. And then these are like $12 or something like that. And then I want to say this one's like $45, but I feel like this is the larger product, so this will last forever. So the topicals will help with localized pain. It won't help so much with the swelling, but the using it as like a massage oil will definitely help because massage helps lymphatic. It's probably the most effective thing for lymphatic issues. A couple of other things for, we have these adaptogen lozenges, which don't sound like they would be delicious, but they're freaking delightful. So this is also another way to supplement with adaptogens like ashwagandha. They come in like, this one's reishi and maca, and this one is shishandra berry and lemon balm for focus, and then for collagen, it's collagen and ashwagandha. So I tried to like add a couple of like more fun ways to get these different things into everybody works a little bit differently, so it's kind of just a matter of finding what works. But hopefully that explains, that very long tangent explains the extra stuff that I sent, and helps you on your journey to finding the solution that works for your body, helps you feel better. And then I guess, yeah, let me know how you feel. And if you have questions, let me know. And then after I post this, I'll come back and put links and some articles and stuff in here because I'm sure that I'm going to forget a bunch of stuff. So definitely some links about research on ashwagandha, the Ayurvedic stuff, apple cider vinegar. I feel like I covered everything here. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.